hacer esto, güey.
No mames. Ya me hartó este hijo de la chingada. No mames.
Adiós, Albedo. ¿Para qué sirve?
Bueno, no hay ningún bot.
¡Ay, cabrón! Saludos chicos, chicas. Estoy desmuteado, sí, estoy desmuteado, maldita sea. Hola, hola chicos, chicas. Bienvenidos a un nuevo stream del Genshin Impact. Esta vez vamos a hacer la historia de Cyno, que la verdad no tengo nada esperado porque no conozco al personaje muy bien. Solamente sé que es como una especie de juez de Sumeru o algo por el estilo. Pero el personaje sí está rotito, ¿eh? Está muy, pero muy bonito en cuestiones de mecánicas, de gameplay, de agilidad. Tal vez el daño no lo he probado tanto. No sé si hace buen daño, pero el acumulado con el gameplay es súper rápido el personaje, así que considero que sí. Además, combinándolo con Nahida o Kusanali, como le quieran decir, va a estar potentito el Cyno. De hecho, ahorita vamos a ver una cosa que les tengo entre comillas. A ver, denme un momento. ¿Dónde está empezando? No, fuera de aquí. ¿Dónde está ese video? Denme un momento mientras les busco el video de yo calentándome por Cyno, es decir, aventando gachapones por Cyno. Y nunca salió nada. Es que es muy triste la situación en la que me pusieron hace unos días. ¿Cuándo fue? Fue el 29. Ah, no, fue ayer. Bueno, ayer por la madrugada. Así que anteayer. A ver, denme un momento. Ahorita vuelvo. No tardo mucho. Be right back. No sé por qué ahorita me comenzaron a molestar, la neta. A ver, ahorita vengo. curioso. A ver. Una vez he hecho esto, déjenme ponerles la pantalla completa. Vamos con el Vlad del pasado un momento. Permítanme... Oh, ¿what? Música, ya, párale. Vamos con el Vlad del pasado un ratito. Para que vean esto. Que se supone estuve grabando el día de ayer a la 1 de la mañana. A ver, fuera de aquí. Y Vlad del pasado. Ok. Llevo 2 tiros hechos ahorita. Porque creo que me he convencido de algo. Cyno es un personaje bastante genial de jugar, ¿eh? Por lo que no sacarlo significará arrepentirme tal vez luego cuando tenga Anahida. Intentaremos sacarlo. Si sale, perfecto. Si no sale... A ver, según esta cuenta llevo contando estos 2 deseos que están aquí. Es decir, acabo de hacer 2. Eso significa que aquí hay 50 deseos hechos. Me faltan para el promocional de 4 estrellas 8 deseos más. Y planeo llegar al 58. Así que sí, 58 sería el de 4 estrellas, ¿no? Vamos a lanzar esos 8 que tengo aquí. A ver qué tal. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. ¿En serio me vas a llevar hasta el... Ah, mira, morado. ¿Cantas mínimo? No te creo. 8. Tiro 58, el famosísimo Pity. No. Mi famosísimo Pity no funcionó. 59. 60. Qué mala suerte, amiguito. 61. 62. Un solo dolor. 72. ¿En serio? Otra Sayo, en serio. No te creo. Qué mala suerte. Es neta. $73. 74. Pity del 20%, 75. ¿En serio? Wow, bueno, una cookie. Mi famosísimo tiro 76. ¿Es en serio? 77. No, debo de pasar del 80. 78. Este debería de ser. Ahí va. Mona. Ahorita vienes a salir, mona. Ahora me vienes a salir, mona. Recién. No te puedo creer. Tenemos que despedirnos de Cyno, ¿eh? Tenemos que despedirnos de Cyno. Porque no puedo arriesgar yo otro pity. O sea, ahorita tengo el asegurado, pero no puedo yo arriesgar a que no me salga Kusanali. Por lo que... Ni modo. Ni modo. Ni modo. Sí, sí, Songlin, ni modo. Ni modo. Bueno, los dejo con el Vlad del futuro. Ahí está mi mona. En fin. En fin. Eso fue lo que pasó el día de ayer en la madrugada. Por así decirlo, hace 36 horas. Ahora... ay, cabrón. Justamente le puse pausa cuando se acabó el video, vaya. Entonces... Aquí viene, entre comillas, la sorpresita. Quítate, quítate. Ya. Aquí viene, entre comillas, la sorpresita. Fuera de aquí, reproductor. Y lánzame el juego de una buena vez. Porque... De hecho, voy a dejar pasar esta cosa. A ver, F3. No sé si vieron, de hecho voy a ponerlo nuevamente en el video. Me quedaron como... A ver, no, confíen en mí. Me quedaron como 114 deseos, 120, 110 deseos. Ahora, si yo pongo esto... Oh, no quiere mostrarse. Es tímida. Genshin. Me fundí 64 deseos más y no quiso salir el condenado. Pero tenemos a Candace. Tenemos a Candace. Tenemos C5 de Sayu. Me salieron un chingo de Sayus. Me salieron creo dos Cookie Shinous. Solamente una Candace. Ya remangadientes. Y algo que me falta en este equipo de sorpresas es la que ya vieron. ¿Dónde está? Mona.
It is as the stars foretold.
¿Y cómo me quedó el historial? Pues... esa es la última Cookie Shinobu. Flauta. Una Sayu. Otra Sayu. Un arco. Una Candace. Una espada del sacrificio. Y ahí está Mona. ¡No manches, güey! ¿En serio? De hecho, ¿en qué página estaba Mona? Vamos a hacer el recuento total. Porque la neta, según yo, son 64 tiros lo que hice. 50, 55, 60, 64. Mira, no hay error. 64 tiros. Y no, y con esos 50 deseos que me quedan, si tiro por Cyno, si tiro por el perrito este, literal me quedarán 40 deseos para Kusanali. No más no. Prefiero asegurar a Kusanali y luego sacar a Cyno o qué sé yo. Si viene Eula, pues ya se robaron los deseos por Eula. Pero la neta, no. Qué mala suerte. Qué mala suerte. Pero hey, tenemos a Candace. Y si le tiras, pues ya es asegurado, ¿sabes? Y ya no quiero ningún personaje. Ya tengo a Candace, suficientes Sayus, suficientes Kuki Shinobu, porque Kuki Shinobu C2 hasta ahí. Listo. Y mi deseo era que salga Cyno con yo poseer un restante de 90 deseos. Mínimo para tener un asegurado de un 5 estrellas. Ya ni siquiera del promocional, sino de un 5 estrellas. ¡Y no salió! Me harta. A ver. Pero eso no quita que vayamos a hacer la misión legendaria. Ya tenemos como, ¿qué? 17 minutos y no empezamos. Lupus Aureus. Vamos. Oh. Ah, pero ni de broma vamos a ir con este equipo, ¿eh? De hecho... ¿Qué? Ah, ok. Bueno. ¿Por dónde voy? ¿Por aquí? Dice... Ah, es un pájaro lo que tienes al lado, Simón. Es un regalo de la... ¿Cómo se llama esta? De las nubes. Preservadora de las nubes. Por el aniversario también. Pensé que es la madre de un evento que de hace... la... ¿Rodella? Creo que se llama Rodella. ¿Dónde era? Esta madre. En Dora. Bueno, su mamá era Rodella. El monstruo de agua ese Simón. Por cierto, cometí una estupidez, no mames. En un examen no estudié una parte como... Y como vi 5 líneas, dibujé una partitura. Cuando vi los exámenes de otros me di cuenta a qué se refería. No mames. No mames. Qué pendejo. De hecho, un momento. ¿Y si nos vamos acá directamente? Y así voy bajando por plazas. En vez de estar escalando. What? Me metió a la misión.
What should I do now? If only Cyno was still
Me
around.
arrastró al interior.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Hola.
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you?
Conocemos al Cyno del que habla.
Ah, friends of Cyno. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but
¿Cómo?
unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the academia is short on matra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Cyno left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves. Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Yes, large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
You can count on us! Let's go!
Vale. Busca pistas en las afueras. ¿Por dónde salió? ¿Salgo, digo? ¡Wow! El paisaje este de la cima, ¿eh? Interesante. ¿Puedo teletransportarme? Yes. Espero que no no sea una cueva esa chingadera. Nice.
More speed.
Mi mayor miedo con los teleporters, teletransportarme y aparecer en una cueva, güey. ¿Ah? ¿Paimon? Vuela. ¡Un perro!
It's Cyno. What are you doing here?
A la bestia.
It's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence. I'm currently in the middle of an investigation here. We'll have to chat some other time.
¿Estás aquí en una investigación, Cyno? Cyno, vamos a llamarlo Cyno.
Case of canned knowledge smuggling. It seems that the smugglers are following an elaborate and dangerous scheme. I just happened to acquire some intel which led me here.
Hey, what do you know? We're also here to investigate that.
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa, that sounds pretty complicated. But having Cyno around will definitely make things easier. Alright, let's go round up those bad guys.
Bad guy. Por cierto, no he activado el string avatars a propósito, porque seguramente cuando vaya a ver texto, un avatar se va a cruzar por la pantalla y no va a dejar leer. Así que mejor no. ¿Hay un teleporter ahí cerca? Sí. Vuelve. Dice... De hecho, estaba intentando recrear la quinta sinfonía de Beethoven. Pero no me acordaba, así que puse bueno, al azar a la verga. Estaba viendo la partitura y casi. ¡Zoom!
Solidify.
Shine down.
Oye, ¿no se murió?
Beg for mercy.
Should replace my hair.
Crush.
Qué hermosos los básicos de 19 medio.
What do we have here?
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that
Ojote.
catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the academia think they're doing? All right, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
Ay, no.
150K.
Un momento.
Show us the Mura, and you'll get the goods.
Ah. Hola, de nuevo. Bien, seguramente mamé porque igual entregué algunos trabajos, o sea, no los entregué a tiempo. Vaya. Todo mal.
Put the Mora
Mora.
down and your hands up.
Abajo los moras y arriba las manos.
When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods. Let's split.
¿Mm?
But don't forget the Mora!
Bueno, se está tomando su tiempo.
Done, done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
Mm.
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone? Ugh, I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Y no bromeaba cuando decía lo difícil que era obtener información útil.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you.
¿Quién es el jefe?
But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like
Uh-oh.
Do you have a potential suspect?
Uh-oh.
You better bring them to me for judgment.
Oh, shit.
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
A la bestia.
Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
No conocemos a ningún comerciante.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Oh.
Hey, what's with the attitude, Mister?
Cuidadín.
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller.
Golpéalo.
We don't need people like you
Golpéalo.
butting in on our business here.
Yo te doy permiso, golpéalo.
If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves.
Seguro
Am
que,
I right?
seguro que tiene sus
The
motivos.
academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished.
Luche.
All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Pues se está cagando de miedo.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this.
Bueno, otra vez con Dory.
If I remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's. Let's go!
Alcazar Saray. Miren, acabo de pensar... Sí, eso es lo que voy a hacer. Acabo de pensar en una estrategia. Mientras haya diálogos, mientras esté la historia, voy a quitar los avatares. Y mientras... No, los voy a poner. Así que ya. Justamente iba a hacer eso. Déjame ver qué me dice el Seba. ¿Qué está pasando, doctor García? Ya sé, cabrón. Ya sé. Dicho Sebas me escribe de lo que le acabo de hacer a su cuenta. Y su cuenta de Genshin, que la tiene abandonada desde hace... De hecho, aquí podemos ver un momento. Él empezó conmigo y es nivel 26. Y si dice hace menos de un día es porque yo he estado ahí administrando su cuenta. Pero el caso es de que le conseguí algunos deseos. 23 para ser exactos. Y dije, oye, está ventilador en el banner. En vez de esperar a Jutao, que viene como dentro de unos 5 banners. Y si le saco 20, porque 20 es un personaje poderoso después de todo. Incluso es poderoso cuando inicia. Es decir, cuando eres de nivel bajo, 20 te ayuda un montón. El control de masas que tiene 20 es impresionante. Bueno, el caso es que dije, vamos a sacar a 20. Y adivinen qué, me salió Tignari. Me sale Tignari. Y además me sale Tignari con 10 deseos. Ahora digo, bueno, ya tiene el asegurado, así que ya tiene asegurado su Jutao. Pero igual voy a intentar tirar por 20. Y resulta que en esas otras 10 tiradas salió 20. 20 deseos, 2 personajes 5 estrellas y de los uno de los nuevos y el otro el 20, el que está poderosito. Ay, ay, ay. Qué cosas, ¿no? Bueno, entonces déjame ver si esto de aquí ya está. Muy XD, muy XD, en efecto. Denme un momento mientras hago unas cuantas cosillas. Listo. Listo. Ahora sí. ¿Dónde está el juego? Ahora sí, ¿dónde está el juego? Aquí está. De hecho, déjenme cerrar el Steam. Bueno, minimizar el Steam. Para que no se haga tan pesada la web. Listo. Entonces eso fue lo que pasó. Ahora vamos a ir con Dory. El stream tiene una duración de 2 horas. Pero si me la paso así hablando tonterías, pues puede durar más, ¿eh? Así que una disculpa. ¿Por qué lo sé? Porque por ahí vi un video de alguien haciendo la misión de Cyno. Y pues duró 1 hora y media el video. Puede que dure más, puede que dure menos. Hola, oh, ¿me saludó? Pues me voy. Y me acerco de nuevo. Hola. Oye. Qué chingón, ¿eh? A ver. Le cuentas a Dory lo ocurrido con Cyno.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
¿Sabes quién está detrás del contrabando de conocimiento encapsulado?
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it?
¿Por qué?
That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up.
Aw, sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
¿De verdad se gana tanto vendiendo conocimiento encapsulado?
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying.
A la bestia.
Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price.
Bueno, es cierto.
Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made.
Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge?
Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge
Entiendo.
is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And
Verde.
second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Ay, cabrón. Demasiado cerca.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Para nada.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount.
Interesante.
Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is.
The Court of Desolation? What's that?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of the Scarlet King. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life
What the
and
hell?
death.
What the fuck?
But any research of the ruins is
What
strictly
the
banned by
fuck?
academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
¿Por qué difunden esta información así? Mediante cápsulas de... ¿Por qué organizar una subasta?
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they
Forrarse.
might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction.
Who knows? We might find some leads there.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
Lo sabía.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider
Oye,
what I
desgraciada.
should sell this for.
Déjame.
I've got it.
A la vez.
500 more per kit. That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for Little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 Mora.
Que no.
That's super expensive.
No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be
A su
sure to
máquina.
bill all the
Oye.
expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchant's Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the former General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. Oh, the Mora. I can see it already. Loads of shiny Mora coming Dory's way.
We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
Desplumándonos. A su máquina. Reporta la información a Cyno. Ok. Ok. Unas bolsas de viaje. ¿Qué chingadas? Mapa y chingaderas. Vamos a encender esto. Y ahora... falta... No, espérate. Es aquí. Aquí. Esto está en curso, ¿no? A ver. Pero ya lo puedo ver. ¿Ya lo puedo leer? ¡No! Bueno, ese será el final entonces. Quería escuchar la voz de Dory. Esa parte de la voz de Dory en japonés. Porque estoy seguro que va a estar cagadísimo. Hasta allá. Bueno, entramos a misión.
Cyno! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
Es todo lo que tenemos de momento.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of the Scarlet King. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of the Scarlet King. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research.
Vaya, vaya.
However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity.
Hay mucha gente intentando investigar la Corte de la Desolación.
We need to go into the desert. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Sí, lo sabemos.
Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Sombras.
Huh? People tailing us?
personas
That's right.
siguiéndonos. Básicamente dijo en inglés al español.
I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Sal de cara, no sé qué chingados. ¿Hasta dónde? Ok, a pata. Chale la música, ¿eh? Mira, un zorrito del desierto. Un EO del desierto. ¡Ah! ¿What? Supone que los había activado. Ah, ya para qué.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
¿Por qué?
Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Cyno. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
La proliferación del conocimiento encapsulado se ha vuelto un problema.
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Happy to oblige.
Bro, aquí me lo van a dar a probar, en serio. Felicito energía. De hecho, quien puede cargar energía rápidamente es... Ah, madre.
Nowhere to run. Gather. Surrender.
Por cierto, C3, ¿verdad? C3. Bro, si no sé uno es... Si no sé uno es... Si no sé uno es una locura. $50% de daño electro. No mames. ¿Qué personajazo, güey? ¡Qué personajazo!
Solidify!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due.
Qué poco dura la
This doesn't change
la
anything.
diversión.
You're in over your head, Cyno. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here.
Oh shit. Sí es cierto que está... ¿No vamos a seguirlos?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you.
¿Te has encontrado antes en esa situación, Cyno?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Hmm.
I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa, who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Nosotros también hemos pasado lo nuestro.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
What? ¿Me estás sugiriendo que vaya por ahí? Voy por allá. ¿Es pelea? Es pelea. Ay, culero.
Your journey ends here.
Eremita hechizarrocas. Ok. Ok.
Beg for mercy. Illusion shattered.
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice
Shut
is
up.
ready. The golden slumber.
What do we have here?
Ok. A la Dori, la que llamamos Drogis. La Drogi. Por allá. Una vez desbloqueo esto. Ya que estamos de pasada. Ven aquí. Y es aquí. Quizá deberíamos tomarnos un descanso.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Cyno?
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa, where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
Ajá. Ay, cabrón. Vino detrás. What?
Beg for mercy. Ha! Ra! Ha! Crush!
Monterrey.
Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions.
Ajá.
See? There are marked numbers on their pincers.
Alguien los
They
crió.
were raised by someone.
¿Te refieres a que
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still.
¿Qué? ¿Qué?
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved? But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries.
Ni siquiera me di cuenta.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Cyno. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
¿Comprendo?
Stabilize!
Shudder! Beg for mercy.
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Shudder!
¿En serio que va a haber uno enterrado aquí? ¡Ta madre!
Ready for a rehearsal?
Ah, pues no. Nada por aquí arriba. Ya te vi.
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin.
Ya. Continuemos. Y si no, nos da el día siguiente aquí. Oh, what? Hace máquina.
Weird. Is this where the action is?
No hay nadie. Oh,
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
no tiene relación con la corte de desolación. Se vende precio moderado.
More speed.
¿Qué es esto? Güeyes. Deje cargar está bebiendo agua tranquilamente como si no hubiera pasado nada. Chale, no dejo leer.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
Nada en particular. Solo unas cápsulas de conocimiento comunes y corrientes.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
¿Por eso querías que siguiera llevando el localizador?
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Dale la subasta con el localizador. De hecho, vámonos por el teleporter de una vez. Ah, la bestia, es muy lejos. Páramo desértico. Vaya.
Time to scout.
now, right?
Caminemos un poco más.
Further? But Paimon can't go another step. How about we rest here for a while?
Se sientan a descansar un rato.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
Tengo que ir de nuevo. Reúnete con Cyno. Otra vez allá. ¿Para qué me hicieron venir acá? No más parece diálogo pendejo.
More speed.
Por eso ni siquiera saqué los avatars.
Oh, looks like Cyno caught someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
¿Es alguien con un papel destacado en la subasta?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that...
No, hablaré.
Take the conversation elsewhere. If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
¿Dónde sugieres ir?
My home in Aureus village. It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
Curioso.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Cyno's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Asesina. ¿Dónde ahí?
Dad, you're back. Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Ya, sí no se dio cuenta, hombre.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time.
Por eso es que la niña
She
está
has to take
tan
lots of medicine.
nerviosa, cabizbaja.
As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health
Qué triste.
deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me.
A la parte trasera de
Since
su
you insist
casa.
on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Vas a la parte trasera de la casa con Cyno.
Whoa. Look at all of this.
Y no solamente hay un montón, hay de moradas también.
All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look.
Sí,
These seem different from
precisamente
the
son
other
esas.
capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
Nunca había visto ese tipo de marca. ¿Sabes qué es?
Yes, it's a Matra seal.
¿Matra?
Indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
¿Cómo?
I started
Kawaii, kawaii chinchine.
Found the tracker earlier.
Hey, estaba.
Ship so much canned knowledge
Ohio.
out to the
No,
academia
espérate.
was still a mystery. The pieces have
Ohio.
now all
Casi,
fallen
casi.
into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing
5 de la
a
mañana.
inspection.
¿Quién se levanta a las 5 de la mañana?
No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns
Un
out
matra
that
detrás de
Matra is
todo
behind
esto.
this.
Incluso a mí me cuesta creerlo. Ajá.
Even I find it hard to believe.
Es interesante. Podría ser un malentendido.
Could I ask you for a favor, traveler? Since
Uh-huh.
all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation
Vaya.
originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing. Leave it to us.
Déjalo en nuestras manos.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Pues, a ver, corrupción. Corrupción. Oficiales detrás de esto. Dice, 5 de la mañana. 5 de la mañana. Sí, bueno, ya le entendí. El nijoñol está potente. Pues sí, algo así. 5 de la mañana. Continuamos. Y dice Cyno.
If you start sniffing around the academia, it won't be long before people catch on to you. And once word gets out, they'll soon be after my daughter and I.
Don't worry. I'll find them before things escalate that far. But if you still feel uneasy, then why don't you tell me about anyone else you know who was involved? The more information I have, the safer you will be.
All right.
Y no les dicen. A ver, continuamos con... directamente de acá. Bueno. Por cierto, ese ya parte la magazo, ¿de dónde salió? Vámonos. Será este mismo, ¿no?
Hello, we meet again. How's the investigation going?
Le das a Navi la carta de Cyno.
Oh, so you were able to find Cyno after all. I hope he's doing all right.
Como siempre.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's all right. We wanted to help Cyno too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
¿Investigaciones prohibidas?
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research
La
becomes
mayoría de
prohibited,
documentos.
majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Dirígete a la sala de archivos.
More speed.
¿Quién lo diría? Navi le explica la situación al archivista.
Okay, I understand. Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Ajá. Comprendo. Taiba activa el mecanismo y una puerta secreta aparece en el muro.
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
Taiba, ¿tú también conoces a Cyno?
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
A ver. No voy a leer todo esto. Bueno, esto es más o menos lo que ya sabemos, de que para entrar a la corte de la desolación hay que pagar con la vida. Algo así más o menos dice.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Murtada Rajani. El nombre de este investigador me resulta más familiar. Rajani. ¿No era el amigo de Cyno?
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Cyno's
De hecho.
His former partner. That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
Oh!
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
Chingo de texto, ya sé.
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
¿Hay alguna forma de que nos reunamos con Murtada?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't.
LOL.
He took his own life not long after he went to prison. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree.
Su propio padre arrestó a su hijo.
Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son. Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
Dices que Taz suele venir a la sala de archivos. Taz y yo las investigaciones. Dices que...
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death.
Oh!
Bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back.
¡Wow! Pues tiene todo el sentido del mundo. Según las leyendas, con los tesoros de la corte de la desolación sería posible controlar la vida y la muerte, e incluso devolverle la vida a los muertos, ¿cierto? Tal vez está intentando resucitar a Murtada. Padre resucitando a su hijo. Pues tiene todo el sentido del mundo.
Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Mantra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Vamos a preguntar a otro lugar.
Oh, now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
No me saquen todavía. Yes. De formas de vida mecánica. Interpretación de documentos secretos. Documentos prohibidos. Curioso. Curioso. Ah, que la chingada. Bueno, no activo de nuevo lo... Ah, no, espérate. Está un poquito lejito, así que sí. Gracias.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
More speed.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
¿Cómo?
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something.
Ujú.
There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with the Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened? A man named Taj came here and told me that he had already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Entonces,
There must be some sort
no, ahí hay un
There's
detalle.
no way Taj would ever...
Ahí hay un detalle, esperen, sí, cálmense todos. Dijo que le había dicho al guardia que dejen la mercancía en paz porque él ya lo había ya lo había analizado. Pero esa mercancía no es de él, es de otra persona.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him. Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
¿Qué fue? No, él sale corriendo, sin dar una explicación y regresa poco después con otra persona.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would...
¿Y si vamos a su casa a ver?
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Ve a buscar pistas a la casa de Taj. O es Taj o es alguien de los eremitas que lo está influenciando. O tal vez bajo la promesa de que puede revivir a su hijo. Pero qué raro que un Matra
So,
se deje influenciar.
place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry? Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
Y ahorita viene Cyno, ¿no? Tendremos que hacerlo para limpiar su nombre. No tenemos más alternativa.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
Entran a la casa de Taj para investigar.
What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries. I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
A lo mejor sí lo sabe.
You're right, that's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
Ok, debajo de una ciudad que está por debajo de montañas, al lado de una estilo cueva, está este mapa. Esto de aquí es esto de aquí. Ok, no le demos tanta
really
vuelta.
has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, and I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
All right, we'll give these to Cyno and see. Let's go!
Reúnete con Cyno. A ver, ¿dónde sería? Ya lo encontré. Aquí. Le cuentas haciendo todo lo que ha pasado.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time. He would never...
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather,
¿En qué clase de persona se ha convertido? Por ahora las pruebas apuntan a él.
That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Encuentra la corte según las cosas del mapa.
More speed.
Hello. Vengo a traerles piedra. No fue suficiente. Bájate de ahí.
I can put these to good use.
Ah, ok. Pero no hay ninguna de esas chingaderas que me lleve arriba. Hello. Spoiler.
Shine down! Crush! I can put these to good use.
Es aquí merengues, ¿no? Sí. Antes de que se me olvide.
Solidify!
Mira.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
El macho.
Stabilize!
Illusion shattered!
Nowhere to run! Surrender! Futile!
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Let's light it up! Beg for mercy.
What?
Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Eso le copiaron al Zelda, ¿eh?
futile!
What? What? Mareo.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
Creo que me acabo de softbloquear. Interesante, si no hubiese traído el Songli, Oh, espérate, estoy bloqueado. A no ser que el pilar se ponga de una manera medio rara. Ahí está.
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Hola, ¿cómo andamio? Pues aquí de chilling con el tocino. A la bestia, esto provoca un montón de mareo, ¿eh? Si te quedas si te quedas mirándolo fijo en el centro, en serio te marea. ¿Eh? Uf. La experiencia que yo estoy teniendo en pantalla completa es rara. Siento como si el monitor se girara, ¿sabes? Hola.
Through me, justice is served. Stay condemned.
Ah, qué poco aguante.
Guilty.
Che, Pilar. Ah, muy bien. Todo mal, ¿eh? Si me tiro igual estaré desbloqueado, ¿verdad? A ver. Me devuelve. Y perdí todas las definitivas. Soy un tarado. Pero al menos evitan el softlock.
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Hay algo detrás de eso.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
Sonará pendejo, pero es lo mismo a lo contrario.
By my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
A la verde. A la verde. Sí, cierto, me olvidé de quitar la tontería esa.
Solidify. I will set things right no matter what the cost.
¿A what?
Surrender.
Nowhere to run.
Stabilize.
Nowhere to run.
¿Se te acabaron tus juguetitos?
Solidify.
Judgment is upon us.
Ni modo.
Escape! Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
I never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
Que él la abriera. Oh.
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses.
¿Y entonces?
I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
En el camino hacia aquí vimos unos muros dañados. Vas a destruir... Ah, bueno, sí. Vas a destruir la Corte de la Desolación, ¿cierto?
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, You pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
You must leave now.
Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside.
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
Para acceder a la corte de la desolación hay que pagar con la vida.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Él se ofreció para abrirles la puerta, básicamente, y morir.
I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Adiós, viejo amigo.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Oh. Ahora sí mataron un NPC.
Court of Desolation has...
Desapareció.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
¿Y qué hay de la organización?
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do.
4 días.
Wait for me at Caravan Rebop 4 days from now.
Wait. Wait. No me hagas esto. No me hagas esto. Son 4 días. Pero... Son 4 días, pero tienen que pasar 96 horas a partir de ahora. No está hablando dentro del juego. ¿verdad? Ya me han hecho eso una vez. Y siempre tengo miedo de que vuelva, de que pase de nuevo, ¿saben?
And aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to.
Menos mal.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
¿Cómo va la cosa?
The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, word is that someone crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured all across Sumeru by the mysterious person who had defeated the mercenary groups. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
So that's the end of it. Catching everyone on the list means no more smuggling canned knowledge and no more victims. It was a lot of work, but Paimon thinks we accomplished something big.
That's right. Thanks again for your assistance. As for the mysterious person who hit the mercenary camp, that must be Cyno, right? He's the only one I can think of who could accomplish such a feat. Speaking of which, have you been in touch with Cyno these days? I think I just saw him when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Busca Cyno.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation.
Alguien engañó.
Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tighnari! Oh, so Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Simin.
Simin.
I also dropped by just to check for any injuries.
Oh!
He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember.
Es la niña. Oh, qué bonito.
And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know? Why don't you play more Genius Education TCG? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. Her condition seems to be improving lately, so I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek after canned knowledge. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
Con que él era el médico, entre comillas.
We're preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
Tranquilas, Oz.
What about you, Cyno?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time.
Vaya.
I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further.
Vaya, ninguna creencia puede perdurar por la corrosión, por la erosión del tiempo. ¿Cómo lo dijo? Eso fue un texto muy interesante. Las personas cambian, ¿sí? Pero... Wow. Wow, me acaba de inspirar esa frase. Ninguna creencia puede perdurar por la corrosión, erosión, algo así mismo, algo así más o menos así. Se corrompe, básicamente.
That way. Those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
No será una tarea fácil.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know? There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Tremendas voces las que tiene en inglés, ¿eh? Tremenda voz la de Cyno, tremenda voz la que tiene el personaje el NPC, el que se sacrificó. Excelente el trabajo que hacen estos, los de Genshin.
By the way, Something strange happened a few days ago.
Ajá.
A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit. 1,250,000 mora.
Una comerciante vino a pedirme el pago por unos kits de supervivencia para el desierto. Dijo que el total era de 1.250.000 moras. No mames, le duplicó.
I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace.
Pobrecita.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
Permítame. Paimon. A ver otra vez, Cyno.
そういえば最近妙なことが起きてな。とある商人が砂漠の旅行パックのお金を回収しに来たんだが、いきなり125万モラの請求を出してきたんだ。借金した覚えはないし、金額もはるかに市場価格を上回っていたから、挑発行為を理由に商人を監禁したんだが、お前ら何か心当たりないか？
No sé si me gusta más el inglés por la costumbre, pero me gustó más el inglés. Además, Cyno, a ver, coordina la voz con su aspecto, pero no con su carácter. La del inglés le atina a su carácter, pero no a su aspecto. Me quedo con el carácter inglés y no creo que sea por la costumbre, ahora sí. De hecho, vamos a hacer esto. Ahí está. Pues bueno, hemos terminado. ¿Cuánto falta de aquí? 5 horas, o sea, el día de mañana. Para el día de mañana estará el abismo y creo que eso sería lo que jugaremos el día de mañana. Así que, perfecto. Déjenme ver dónde está esto. De hecho, tengo por ahí una misión que no he completado, que creo que es esta de aquí. Letargo dorado, pérdida en el mar de arena. Bueno, luego la completaré. Por el momento, ¿cuánto tengo de esto? Tengo una solamente. Esto, 4. Esto, 10. Y esto, 47. Me falta muchísimo. Pero al menos creo que tengo lo básico. Para Najida. Pues bien. Voy a sintetizar esto. Creo que lo voy a consumir de una buena vez con los libros estos. Con los libros que va a utilizar Najida. A ver, vamos de una vez. ¿Por qué no? Un par de esto y listo. Pero la neta, Cyno es un personaje bastante cómodo de jugar. Qué mala suerte que no haya salido. Inspiradas. A la bestia.
Order guide you.
Puedes bajar.
Quake.
Illusion shattered. Let's light it up. Everybody stand. Now you shall perish.
Astroso que no baja. Espera, ¿cómo que 3? Wow. Pues sí, tengo que continuar.
Crumble.
Beg for mercy.
This is order.
No me digas que está arriba, demonios.
Going in. There is no escape. Let's light it up! Torn to oblivion!
Stabilize.
Vale, vaya. Ni modo.
Teamwork is strength! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
I will have order.
There is no escape! Let's light it up!
Solidify.
Changos. Si mal no me equivoco, para triple coronar a Najida, que parece que no va a ser el caso, voy a necesitar 113.
Order guide you.
Algo por el estilo.
I'm going in! Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Perfecto. Boken. Mira. Ahí sí. Así sí. Pero ahora no tengo ni para artefactos ni para farmear por la señorita Mona. Ni modo. Que por cierto, ¿dónde podría entrar Mona? ¿En qué equipo podría entrar Mona? ¿En el permafrost? Pero para permafrost, la verdad, prefiero esta combinación. Inclusive con Sinchu estaría mejor y con Sacarosa. No me quejo del
My
permafrost.
experiment will succeed.
Mona, ¿cuál es la habilidad de Mona? La pasiva de Mona. Creo que va a ser la de materiales, ¿verdad? Materiales de arma, creo que es. A fabricar materiales de ascensión de arma.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Aquí, ¿qué tal? Necesito un healer. Y aquí era ella o ella.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Oh. Aquí no hay ningún problema con este equipo. Este es de amistad. De hecho, este equipo me gusta usarlo. No, es que no entra en ninguna composición. Mona es el peor. En el peor momento me viene a salir Mona. Cuando ya no la necesito, básicamente. Todo el rato, antes de la 3.0, Mona. Me falta Mona. Quiero que me salga Mona. En el permanente, Mona. Que si voy a perder el 50-50, que sea con Mona. Pero ahora que digo, a ver. Ahora, si quieres, dame un Tignari. No me deja Mona. Dame a otro personaje. Incluso hasta una Kiki la acepto. Me sale Mona. Y yo de... ¿Qué tarda tanto? $60. 64 a 65.
Oh, wow.
¿Saben qué? Voy a armar el equipo. Qué buenas vistas, güey. Bueno, de perros. A ver, ¿qué tenemos de perros? Para empezar, la número 1 de la televisión humorística.
This is destiny.
Claro que sí, claro. Diría ella, pero ella no lo utiliza. Candace, ¿qué tal está? Y también. Cuidado con Noel, ¿eh? Yelan igual, ¿no?
Who's our target this time?
¿Quién más ponemos? No hay nadie más, hombre. Y todavía con la skin que se viene... Espera, ella. La skin que viene para Lisa igual va a estar interesantilla. No sé a quién más poner. Utao ni de broma. Pues Eula, ¿no?
What's your battle plan?
¿Qué equipo para más? ¿Qué equipo para más mierda? ¿Qué equipo para más mierda?
As you wish.
Perdóneme, pero necesito algo de escudo o algo de heal. Igual este equipo no es como que lo vaya a utilizar siempre, ¿saben? Es solamente para disfrutar las elegantes vistas. Bueno, la señorita Noel es en otras situaciones. Ya me entienden, ¿no? Bueno, yo me voy retirando, amiguitos. Si les digo la verdad, la misión de Cyno no fue tan grandiosa. No fue tan interesante. Pero yo, si no hubiese tardado tanto, por así decirlo, sí me lo hacía antes de las 2 horas. Por lo que... Fue una misión rapidita. Generalmente duran 3 horas, ¿saben? Cállate. Cállate. Ya, mejor así. Pero venga. Entre lo que cabe, mejor así que sean las misiones. Pero que sean un poco más interesantes. O sea, que sean cortitas así, pero que sean interesantes. ¿No era manteniendo la E también? Ah, pero manteniendo la E me tira para atrás, ¿verdad? Anda. Entiendo. En fin. Vámonos a meter por acá. Vamos a despedirnos como entramos. Aquí. Uy. ¿Quién es ese? Camo. Bueno. Mal momento para solicitar la entrada. Porque... ya me voy. Perfecto. Así. Dale pues, amiguitos. Miren, ya son las 11 precisamente. Yo me voy retirando. Espero que el stream les haya gustado. Igual, probablemente el día de mañana tengamos abismo, por lo que los invito para el día de mañana. O quién sabe, igual yo nunca cumplo mis promesas. Soy bien irresponsable con respecto a esto de los streamings, ¿saben? Pero venga, mañana se reinicia el abismo y trataré de estar en el abismo, cumpliendo, pues, con el deber que me mandan. En fin, nos vemos hasta otra. Bye bye. Mona, deja de hacer ruidos, por favor. Mona. La chingada.